Injured, two of them seriously tonight after battling flames in the Bronx. A mayday called in the middle of the firefight. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Mike Marza.
And I'm Sade Betterinwa. One of those firefighters actually stopped breathing from smoke inhalation. And tonight we've learned new details about the drug his colleagues used to revive him right there on the spot.
Just incredible. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger live on the scene tonight in Class and Point with the details. Josh.
Mike, you simply cannot overstate just how close the FDNY came to having to plan a funeral tonight, but they are not because of a specific medicine carried by paramedics, which managed to bring one of New York's bravest back to life. Well after dark, a platoon of fire marshals poured over the gutted house after the inferno that raged through it and almost claimed one of their own.
I cannot stress enough how dangerous this job is and how quickly it can go wrong.
This afternoon, the fire commissioner and the mayor rushed to Jacoby Hospital, where the day could have had a much different ending. As firefighters advanced through the thick smoke, the one holding the nozzle suddenly complained he was having trouble breathing and then collapsed after somehow inhaling a potentially lethal amount of smoke. Fellow firefighters pulled him to safety, but he wasn't breathing. That's when paramedics administered a drug called hydroxycarbamine, which counteracted the cyanide in his bloodstream and, quite literally, brought him back to life.
It is really a miracle drug. We have seen it do tremendous things, civilians and firefighters alike.
Now, as investigators search for a cause of this fire, they're also trying to figure out how the firefighter was overcome. He was fully outfitted with an oxygen tank and a mask, but somehow his gear did not protect him.
We're investigating that. We take the mask, the breathing apparatus, we bring it to our shop. They're doing a thorough inspection of it. They're going to get to the bottom of that.
Meanwhile, back at the scene, 30-year resident Jose Fernandez stood in shock.
Where am I going to leave now? But they're going to fix it. It could be fixed. Not if you die.
He keeps a pigeon coop on the roof of the adjacent garage, which is about the only thing unharmed. He's one of 5 people the Red Cross will now put up. Aurelia Canales has lived here for 55 years. She says Jose is the one who alerted her to the smoke. And if not for him, she wonders if she'd have survived.
Bless his heart. With his problems that he has, at least he was able to act. It's been a nightmare.
A real nightmare, but it cannot be overstated. As I said before, nobody was killed, and the injuries in the end are minor. Right now, you could hear some of the sawing of wood. The fire marshals have pulled out of here. They're right now starting to board up the windows. That firefighter is going to spend the night in the hospital, but the fire commissioner says he will make a full recovery. Ditto to other firefighters who also sustained injuries fighting this blaze today. The cause still under investigation tonight. We're live in the Class and Point section of the Bronx. Josh Einiger, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Josh, such